It's been about 2 hours of going through my office, and there is a huge difference compared to what you didn't see. Taking out a lot of trash here, and now it's starting to break up boxes within boxes. Can't believe what I have sitting around, but I can believe it because I did it to myself. My focus is really laying out my office to be something spectacular, pretty much like a boutique setup. That's my goal, at least. Got some vintage jewelry here. Well, mainly vintage. And then I have some vintage ornaments I'm going to be placing in here. Got a nice felt ornament. Great animation. One of my favorites, a classic. People do love the kitty cats. That cat looks happy. Vintage Hallmark 2000. Wait. It says 2000, but it's dated 1999. So a lot of times there are two separate dates on things because it's when it came out, but then it was released in that date. Vintage little canvas Tasmanian Devil, Looney Tunes, Warner Brothers. Look at that there. This is not stained glass. This is flashed, colored gold on there. These are really nice. These go for like 20 bucks. So I could put that in there. Got a sleepyhead little mouse right here. Another vintage Hallmark piece, I believe. Should be dated right there, 1987. Yeah, I was correct. I like stuff like that. Oh, look at this one. Does that look familiar right there, folks? There was an artist out in Hawaii that made this for me in a replica of me and my logo that I used to have. I just grown my hair out since then. I'm going to say they nailed it. Let's put that up here. Oh, that felt good popping my neck. Been working on my office for some time now, but my goal is to get it just about figured out by today, as in getting organized. But I do have some things that are going to take a while to get set up. I have a long desk here that starts on the end all the way down over here to my computer that I've just been placing things and not getting organized for years. And majority of this is actually from months ago. Jewelry all in one place and figuring out what's trash. And that's a hard thing to determine at times of what's trash. Are you really going to use it? Is it practical, or is it just going to be sitting there? And the last thing I want from now on is things to be sitting here unless it's more for an investment and collection to admire, like some of these vases and Murano pieces and other things that I have in here that are not for sale just yet. Some things that factor in for me now are what are investments that are going to be sitting around that I could admire for a while. And then when I find that point in time that I no longer appreciate these things like I used to and love them like when I first got them for however long I do, from when I started getting organized, I am liking my space more than holding on to things. It feels like I'm back on day one of starting this channel with the trash that I'm getting and where I'm placing it. But it's not like day one. I'm a lot further than then and getting stuff together, getting trash out of here. I do need a water break. Water. More water, and I need to go work out today. I want to work out today. I didn't work out yesterday like I wanted to. I just felt like being a bum yesterday. It was hard to get out of the day before because Carlo was like, let's cuddle, let's hold on to each other, let's watch a movie. So I stayed within a couch potato mindset. And this morning I was kind of there. There's a lot of things I want to do, working on social media, be a content creator. But I found for me, say on TikTok and Instagram, I'm the same person, but I don't do well with reseller type content on those two platforms and on Facebook. So those I'm finding to be more of myself and these little type of moments that I find amusing, and I'm going to share more of those. And I'll probably be sharing them more in the shorts here on YouTube and seeing how that goes. So I'm excited about that. It's fun. I like my sense of humor, and I could laugh at myself when I find something I feel like I nailed it for whatever purpose it is other than being entertaining. So it's not going to be really too much of like reselling stuff. You might see stuff I thrifted, but it's not going to be focusing on, hey, look at this. This is how much I got it for. This is what it sells for. I've never been that good of a content creator to be that type of reseller, content creator, channel or creator. I'm more of like just a person, my own personality, and sharing that. That's what I do best, and I feel more comfortable that way, because there's always opinions of things, and I'd rather just let people see that there's joy in the chaos of reselling and just being an entrepreneur and a stay-at-home husband, which is a pretty fun title to carry around. Some people have argued with me in the comments in the past. They say I'm not a stay-at-home husband because I leave and I go thrift there, and I'm like, are you kidding me? You mean stay-at-home wives just stay at home? They're on lockdown, they don't leave? Like, too literal. Get over it. And I really thought of that when we have kids, to be like, I'm a stay-at-home dad. That would be, I can't wait for that. One day, God willing. Break's over, get back to work. I also got in about an hour, I got to record for the podcast with Jay Wright. So I've been up very early for the past couple of days. Didn't get nothing done yesterday, but today's a different story, and my focus is getting organized. Cleaning up my office is coming along. Carla's car has remained in her spot every day since I've shared with you. It's not something that was like, oh, I'm just gonna do it for a video today, and then I'm gonna put everything back. I'm not doing that anymore. I used to do that a lot, thinking and saying I would get back to it and I'll fix it up, and when she comes in, that's just too much work to be back and forth. It's a waste of time, and that's really what you're investing on more than anything other than money. It's time for yourself, with whatever you want to do. Hopefully something good, something fun, something memorable, or something just for self-care. Although it's a little tight here in this space, eventually it won't be tight, and I won't have to walk sideways like that. But for now, that's just the way it is. So I have some good news and some not so good news. Some good news first. I reached my goal of $400 to pay for my brake pads. The unfortunate news is I ended up getting a return for the Peter Millar shorts. The person said they're a little longer than what they expected or were wanting, which the measurements and the emceeing and the waist and everything is in the description. It doesn't matter really, because on my eBay, which is where the purchase came from, I have it as free returns. So that means I will be paying for the return for them to send it back. It's still worth an item worth reselling, and I should make good profits, especially this time of the year. It is warming up in some places and people are going to be looking for deals. People go to eBay for things that they don't have in their area, and they're trying to find something that's convenient. eBay's one of them. Amazon, Mercari, Poshmark, you name it, it's all convenience. That's what people pay for, just like drive-thrus. Why do people go to drive-thrus, and why do people keep going through McDonald's even though their prices are going up and there's a lot of people complaining about it? You're paying for convenience. And I am looking more into that, of not going out and investing in fast food places. I'm also not the type that likes fast food, although we get it every now and then. I've been cutting back more and more on it. So as Carla, to get back in her savings after the huge investment on the AC unit, and then vacation and all that stuff that I've been sharing with you, that money goes somewhere, and it's not that easy to get back. But we're going to get back to what we used to have before and raise more money for ourselves to have in the savings. In about 30 minutes to do our podcast. But after that, I am going to be going to update my vehicle registration for my truck. Cleaning up my office just a little bit more. Jay Ride and I will be doing the podcast later on, pushing it back. Gotta go knock out this registration because today's actually the last day to be doing it. Playing phone tag with Jay Ride about getting a podcast done. Thought I had everything for my vehicle registration, and one thing I didn't take a photo of because I'm not using my vehicle is the odometer. So now I gotta head back home and get that. Here we go, trying this again. I had to call the accessor's office and tell them that there was an issue of my exemption number to get my discount, VE discount, and they said they couldn't do nothing about it. So I gave it another try. I did the exact same thing, and thankfully everything worked out. I got my sticker, registration sticker, but as I was going through the parking lot, I saw a jacket over here that looks like a blue Carhartt jacket. So we're gonna go check this out now, see if it is. It looks like a Carhartt jacket. If it's not, I'll leave it alone. Oh, look at that, All-Star painting body. I'll leave it there. Maybe somebody was working on something. If it was a Carhartt, I would have snagged it up and with the quickness. Last year, I ended up finding this hat on the side of the road, and I was able to sell it. It needed a little bit of washing. It was nothing like a name brand or anything, but I sold it for $3 on Whatnot. That was pretty cool. Anything you ever find on the side of the road that you sold? When I shared that on TikTok about that hat, people were messaging and leaving comments about what they found and how much money they were making off of things. And one of these days, I might build up the courage to go through people's trash, like on boat day and stuff like that. I've also got a few comments off that. People telling me I should give it a try, and one day I will, but it is illegal here in Vegas. And I'm not trying to get in trouble for anything and trying to make the news for something like that. And I don't know, maybe I'm thinking too much about it. Let me know what y'all think. Should I give it a try? Dumpster diving or trash picking? I should say I don't really want to jump into some dumpsters because I'm not that very tall and I might get stuck in it. I was wanting to get some lasagna. I was like, ooh, lasagna. Well, I think Carla took the other half to work and shared it with her coworkers. Lucky them. I think I went through everything in here and reorganized it, not ruining it because Carla would kick my butt if I did. I think I'm going to go with some ribeye and some shrimp. So steak and shrimp, I think that sounds pretty good. I hope the steak and shrimp is something she's going to like. The only thing I'm thinking about... Hold on. Come on, Ted. Y'all see his head right there at the very top? Come on. Hi, boy. You have a good nappy nap? You're always taking naps. All right, I'm gonna need one of these right here to put the steak in. Put a little bit of water to defrost. And one thing I ruined, oh, it's not in there. We threw it. But I guess when I was washing dishes a couple of weeks ago, I messed up one of the tops to one of these K-cups. I guess when it opens, because it locks and opens, and there's something about it that it doesn't sit. The other one that we have, and I told Carla that we had one, and she was like, "You got one? Where did you get one from?" She ordered hers on Amazon. I found this brand new one, K-cup, little filter. So it's a tape right here. I found this at the Goodwill bins last year. So I've been itching to go back to the Goodwill bin. So I had this sitting out so Carla could see it because she asked me the other day, "Hey, did you find that K-cup thing that I talked about?" And I was like, "No, I haven't gone through my office. It's somewhere in there." But cleaning it up today, I found it. It was right on my desk, like behind some jewelry stuff. So it was incognito, hiding for me. We'll be putting this to use right here. I wonder how much these cost on Amazon and on eBay. Brand new in a box. Goodwill bins. Score. It's 2:56 and I don't know what the hell I want to eat. Like, I'm hungry, but I don't want anything heavy and I don't want anything greasy. Maybe I just don't want anything. I'm going to try to go work on finishing up upstairs, at least get as much done as I can because Carla's going to be up in about 2 hours and that's a pretty good amount of time. It looks like I'm bald right there. I'm really excited about having some more glass sales, which are coming up soon, next month. And also next week, actually, I have some sales on knickknacks on Monday and on Wednesday. Wednesday, I know for sure it's going to be a jewelry sale. And then Monday, I have to look. But here's a piece I had in my office. Just want to wipe it down. I ended up getting this a couple of months back, thrifting. And I got this for I got this for less than $10. I think I got it on a Monday or on a Thursday. So those are 2 days that are discounted. Monday is usually known for like savers to be half off days. Just about every tag color except for maybe like red. Sometimes they change it up. So this Viking glass right here, it's like a centerpiece. Very beautiful color. Looks like amber to me, but it was a little dirty. Whatever they used it for had some residue like on the inside little curves. When I found this, I was saying it in my videos that I'm gonna find more Viking glass, things similar to this, and I have something to show you that's in the garage. There's some like, I could see some like build up. Looks pretty good. This is a pretty big piece, so it's probably not something that's gonna sell right away, but it is worth around, like I would say 40, 50, somewhere around there. That's not even shipping costs. All right, I think it's good. Nice. Let me go show you the other Viking glass piece. Put this here for now. All right, it's right over here. I just put it here the other day. This is ones that I got from, well, this is ones. These are items that I ended up getting from the yard sale when I went with Caesar in the thrift video. These will be in my glass sale. They will be going together. A little dusty. I did find them outside, but this is one. Look at this. Much smaller in size. Very beautiful. Another Viking piece. I would say this is more like a compote, and I got it for less than $7. This goes for around 40, 50, sometimes $60. The small ones are more sought out for because of shipping. Some people don't want big items, but when people want something, they'll go for it. This one's very pretty. Let's go wash off that sticker there. Actually, let's see if I could just peel it off. Peel? What if I feel like I said that funny? Peel it off? Peel it off? Oh, actually came off pretty easy. Pretty easy. This actually looks really clean. No cracks, no chips. Look at that. Glass just looks like candy to me. It's eye candy. I love glass. Let's go see if this glows. All right, it's not completely dark in here, but dark enough. Let's see. Ooh. Is that glowing or is that just a reflection of the light? Ugh. There is a little glow. Not a lot. No, I'm not going to say it glows. It feels like it's just the curves of the glass makes it seem like it's glowing, but it's not. No glow. I think in about another hour, the steaks will be ready to be defrosted. Starting to separate the plushes from here, which I put inside here, and I have more of them. I know some of them are going to be in a box down here. Move one of the heaviest boxes I got. And this is one's worth hundreds of dollars sitting inside this box. These little cutie dolls. I ended up scoring on these at the thrift store for less than $3 each. I believe this one goes for around $30. Nice 80s porcelain dolls. There's only one. Like these little buttons came off. So that decreases the value a little bit. But I'm thinking about having an auction or adding them into auctions because they are a little heavy. They do weigh a bit, about a pound each. Look at how much shipping boxes I got. Definitely took up a lot of space. Got shoes and shirts, separating toys. That over there is eBay stuff in that bag. And I think tomorrow I'm going to sit my booty down and get to listing on everything of that. Drafted, listed. That will be up within 2 days after today. Whew. Let me take you in over here. Trash. Got some trash here. Got some jewelry boxes. Got some vintage Transformers. Got some vintage Power Rangers. This here are the plushes. Plush bag. And then now I'm like weeding out all this little stuff that's kind of everywhere randomly. But it is looking much better. Welcome to my office, the before and during. We'll get to the after and soon enough. Carla's gonna kill me with this stuff over here. It won't be there all night. I'm gonna have this stuff, at least that stuff, squared away today and separated. Probably gonna be putting that in the truck. I still need to go to my storage unit and see if the elevators are back up because they weren't a few days ago for like 2 days in a row. And then we'll talk about that tomorrow. Somebody remind me of the storage unit. I still got some more plushes to go through that are hiding from me under there. But here, folks, this right here. Look at that face. This is what caught my attention, those eyes. Kind of reminds me of Tip. This is a pretty big plush, probably around 30 inches in length from head to toe. And this is still new with tags. This is vintage and Lana novelty. Original price back in the day was $35.97. I've had this for approximately a year. I got this at the Goodwill bins, and I was amazed at what I've seen these listed for. I've seen pre-owned ones sell for $60, but new ones are listed all over the world throughout eBay that I've seen and Etsy, up to around $399. That is crazy. All right, let me move this over here. This is one I had to order on eBay myself, so it's not a reselling thing, but it's one that I seen at the flea market. And I was looking in the video and took a screenshot when I was doing that, probably about a year ago, a little over a year ago. And I was like, man, I should have got it because it looked like me, exactly like me, bed hair and all. And these are pretty pricey. They're pretty valuable. I got this one for a pretty good deal of $15, but they sell up to like 30 or more. So I got a deal on it. I ended up sitting on it. I just bookmarked it on eBay, giving it a little heart, and I got an offer from it. Then I countered offered, and then they sold it to me for 15 plus shipping. And it's not just that one. I still have another one. See that? There's another one. This one right here. These could be pretty good. I think Spyro from the video game. Some of those are very valuable. I don't think that's the valuable one. Vintage Pac-Man. I got this at the flea market. I should probably consider doing a plush sale. This one, Pokemon. I forget the name of this one, but it should work. Yeah. So I got this one in Charlotte, North Carolina. This one I got here. This one goes for around 15, 20 bucks, but they're pretty big. This one's I got recently. I'm just putting all the plushes together, getting more organized. Some vintage Russ Trolls. I had somebody on Whatnot. They messaged me after my sale, and they wanted it. They said, "Can you list it up in Whatnot?" And they were going to buy it, and they never did. They flaked on me. It happens. And then there was another vintage one in there. Here's a Garfield one that I got at the at the yard sale from Omar. This one's a cool one. This character, I grew up to this character. Those crazy eyes. Those commercials are the best. No, very cool. What else do we got here? Got a vintage. This one's pretty big. This one has gone down in value. It's probably worth now around $25 to $35. I would say $30. They used to go for like 60, but they're decreasing in value. But it's a pretty big one. And then there's some other ones. One of my favorite coffees right here. I only have maybe one serving left, but the one that I'm about to brew up right now and the Keurig is for Carla. She's been wanting more of iced coffee lately, so I get it made now, and then it's 4:53. So in about 20 minutes, 30 minutes in the fridge, she might be done eating. I still have to cook the steak. That takes around 15-ish minutes with the way she likes it cooked. Turning it just one time over, sear one side, flip it over, let it cook, let it sit, butter, minced garlic, onion powder, salt. Yeah, that sounds about, maybe some rosemary. I think I have some rosemary. Minced garlic. There's two types of rubs that Carla loves, and this is going to be one of them. Woodline garlic. And then this one, the buttery steakhouse. You can tell on this side that she likes to pick that one more often. A little bit of parsley, not a lot, because to me parsley is pretty strong in flavor. In between all of these times of touching different things after touching meat, wash my hands. It's a back and forth thing, but it is worth it. I like to wash my hands a lot. Although I have eczema, it's not as bad as Carla's. Carla has bad eczema. And because of her, I'm not as much a dirty boy like I used to be. All right, let's get those steaks going. Carla drives me nuts when we have something like steak, lobster, seafood, something I feel that's fancy. And she'd be like, grab the paper plates. Carla, I wash the dishes the most. I am not eating steak and shrimp on paper plates. It's just one of those pet peeves of mine that something that nice, you got to respect the platter of what you're serving your face with. So I'm getting the nice plates out because I don't mind washing dishes. I used to hate it for the longest time. Like, washing dishes, even as a kid. Probably because I was always like punished, like, go wash the dishes. Go wash the dishes. Go wash the dishes, to where it was something that felt really bad for me. Like, eat eggs, that's all we got. We were poor. So eggs back in the day were super affordable. Now, they're all right. For a moment, egg prices were nuts. Freaking Rona. But anyways, let me get these plates right here because this steak should be done soon. And I also need to start frying up the shrimp. So let me start getting this ready. I want to get better at cooking and learn some new dishes. Like making a really good macaroni and cheese. And then also like empanadas of like desserts and protein of different meats. I just want to try a lot of things. But one thing I've been thinking about is chicken Alfredo enchiladas. I was telling Carla about it the other day. And it's something I got to be doing soon. So we'll see about that. I want to go put up the shrimp. Because I know if I leave it there, the boss lady's going to say, why is this here? Go put it away. Rather than, you cooked for me? Thanks, babe. And then I tell her, babe, you could say, thanks, babe. And she'll say, thanks, babe, whatever. Gotta love her. Now it's your turn to eat. Now you're ready. You hungry? You hungry? Let's go feed you. So Carla loved the steak and shrimp. And she said, exactly what I told y'all when it's like, oh, you made me steak and shrimp? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? And I'm like, babe, why can't you just say thank you? Thank you. I mean, I'm telling you, I can't make this up. I know her all too well. But when she tasted it, she was like, oh, babe, this is really good. And I was like, there it is. And she said she already had made shrimp. We just needed to, I guess, refry it. But hey, it's the thought that counts and the actions that make a big difference. Ladies and gents, I'm going to be cleaning up my mess. I got some dishes to wash. Y'all have a good one. Thank you all for joining me from beginning to end. Make sure to tell your friends about me, and I'll see you in the comments. Thank you, folks.